What is up, tube users? I'm the Stereotypical Gamer, and welcome back to another fantastically fun games for under $15. Today, we are taking a look at what is possibly the most entertaining open world game of all time, and that is Just Cause 3. I think Just Cause 3 is the perfect one of these series. I think Just Cause 1 and 2 are a little bit outdated nowadays in terms of gameplay and stuff like that. And then Just Cause 4, I didn't really enjoy as much. Just kind of some of the wacky stuff that they did, I didn't enjoy. But Just Cause 3 still has amazing graphics, has really fun gameplay, decent story. I'm not really ever playing Just Cause for the story. It's more for the sandbox and the physics of this game, and this game delivers on all fronts in that respect. So as far as gameplay goes for this game, it's basically an open world game, and it kind of plays similar to Far Cry in the sense that you're basically liberating different areas of this island from the military incursion that's happening here. And it's not similar in terms of how you do it. It's definitely has its own style, where as Far Cry you can go guns blazing, you can go silent and try and be stealthy about things. This game is definitely about trying to cause as much chaos as possible to liberate the areas, and that's usually the goal. It's just to make as much explosions as you can in the area and just destroy everything in sight. And it is really fun, and just kind of the creative ways that you can go about doing that is just really fun and really satisfying to do. And this game has the best traversal in any open world game out there, and it's not even close. The grapple hook combined with the parachute, combined with the wingsuit that you get early on, is some of the most fun and entertaining and quickest ways to travel around this open world. Like, this island that you're playing on is fairly large, and just being able to use these three in synchronization, combining them different ways to get really high up and then go very horizontally very quickly and get a lot of movement and momentum with just different combinations, is so fun and is the most entertaining way to travel around an open world, period. And while the combat in this game is basic, like shooting enemies is pretty easy, there's a pretty forgiving aimbot when just shooting random targets and stuff like that, but combining it with the grapple hook and the just different movement that you have in this game, and the different amount of explosions and different physics that you have at your disposal, it is really fun to just kind of find creative ways to just liberate areas and get rid of these enemies that are pursuing you. One of my favorite mechanics that I believe was added in Just Cause 3 is the tethering of your grapples to different objects, which then you can retract and like smash into each other. And one of my favorite things to do is to attach an enemy soldier to an explosive barrel and then retract them together and just see the soldier explode with a face full of explosive barrel. Is just, it never gets old. It really just never gets old. As far as the story of this game, it was like a AAA developed kind of story with like a lot of different cutscenes and stuff like that, but I can't remember anything about the story, mainly because the gameplay of the game just kind of surpassed anything the story had to tell me, and I just was really into the moment of playing the game and just causing as much chaos rather than hearing what any character in this game has to say. And so I really play this game more like a sandbox in that way. And while I'll do the story missions and stuff, I'm more looking to find creative ways to finish the missions rather than see what the story has to offer. Speaking of the missions, one of the other things I really love about this game is the upgrade system for different aspects of this game. So, like the vehicles, your grapple hook, your weapons, how you upgrade those is by doing specific missions that play into those different things that you want to upgrade. So, if you wanted to upgrade your weapons, you do a weapon mission. If you wanted to upgrade your vehicles, you do a vehicle mission. And yeah, it kind of makes sense like that. And while all of the upgrades are pretty optional, they do become really good later on. And it's just a really fun way of progressing different things that you want to progress. Another small little thing that I love about this game is the leaderboards that you can have. So basically just like all of the little aspects of this game, like time spent in your wingsuit form, is just like tracked as you're in your wingsuit form, and so you'll see these different stats pop up as you're doing them, and you can compare them to your friends on Steam or Xbox, whatever you're playing this on, if they've played it before. And while not a lot of my friends have played it on Steam, a lot of them have played it on Xbox, and seeing that and just trying to surpass my friends on Xbox with these different things was a lot of fun when this game first came out. It's still fun to do because you can still see their leaderboards and it still works, even though they probably haven't played this game in a fairly long time, but it is just like a fun little thing to do while you're just going from places and just kind of seeing these leaderboards pop up and trying to get a new high score on whatever thing you're doing. My one complaint about this game is I wish the different guns, the different like assault rifles, submachine guns, I wish they felt unique. A lot of them just kind of feel generic and none of them really stand out. They all just kind of do the same thing and there's really nothing special about them. The only really difference is like between RPGs and rifles, you know, because RPGs shoot explosive missiles, but that's really the biggest difference between the guns in this game, and it's kind of unfortunate. And because the gunplay in this game is so lackluster, I tend to shy away from it and go for either more explosive kills on soldiers or more physics-based kills, and I find that to be a lot of fun, to just try and be creative with how to clear these different areas without using just a rifle to mow everything down. While it is fun still in some respects, and it's pretty easy for basically anyone to get into because of how easy the shooting mechanics are in this game, I am more into like the tactical shooters and stuff like that, so the shooting aspect of this game is not really that exciting to me. Other than that, I really love and enjoy every other aspect of this game, and for the sale price of $3 right now for a game, while it is 10 years old almost at this point, it still is really beautiful graphics wise, and physics wise still is really fun and holds up really well. I think it's a better one than Just Cause 4, and especially if you've never played any of the Just Cause, I think 3 is the perfect one to start with, just because 2 is a little bit outdated at this time, and 3 just has that perfect blend of good story and good physics and gameplay all around, and it just makes for a really fun and enjoyable time, and you definitely get your money's worth for $3 right now. The only other small issue I had with this game, and it may just be a PC issue with my mouse or something like that, is the grapple mechanics. So basically, how the grappler works is if you press the grapple button, you'll grapple to wherever you were looking, and if you hold the grapple button, you'll attach the grapple to where you're looking, and then you'll release it, you'll attach another grapple, and so that's how you're able to attach two different objects together. But I found a lot of times when I wanted to grapple to a location, I would actually do that attach grapple, and it would, even though I just click the button, it would think I'm clicking and holding, and I think that's a mouse issue. I never had that issue when playing on controller, but it may just be a thing with my mouse, or it may just be a PC issue, because this game is definitely feels like it's built for console. But even if this game was built for console, it ran really smoothly on my PC, especially with all the explosions and the high fidelity graphics this game has. I was actually kind of surprised how smoothly it ran. I was thinking that I was going to have some issues and have to tone down some stuff, but I had no issues and was able to just launch and start a game pretty much right away. Yeah, I had a lot of fun coming back and going through the first couple missions of this game. Definitely some nostalgia coming back from it, but I definitely want to get back into the creative aspect of this game because there's a lot of creative chaos, and that's one of the interesting things that I like, is that kind of creativeness in a different aspect. I think a lot of times when I want to play like a creative sort of game, I kind of tend to go to like Minecraft or Prison Architect, like a building type of game. But this game gives me that creative juice flow by being creative in just causing as much chaos as possible and just figuring out different ways to manipulate the physics in my favor and just causing chaos with the physics in combination is just a really fun way to let my creative juices flow. And that's something we'll probably get into pretty soon. I really enjoyed getting into this and getting into the first couple of missions, but I think you kind of have to get into the game a little bit in order to get to some of the more fun aspects, and I definitely want to get back into that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like if you did, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.